yeah, welcome back to the vlog. It is time for big PRs. This is by far the greatest lifting day I have ever had. So it's really rare that I am able to put together a snatch PR and a clean and jerk PR on the same day, but we did it. So this meet prep, this is by far the best meet prep I have ever had. So let's get into the lifting. All right, we have got snatch pull, snatch deadlift. Sorry, not a snatch pull, snatch deadlift plus the touch and go snatch. As I've said in the past couple of videos, these were a little odd for me because it forces my start position a little bit higher and it takes away my dynamic start. So I'm not sure if these are good for me or not, but we did them and they went pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that they were good for me. I don't think my coach would give them to me if they weren't good for me. And here we got power clean plus the jerk, 78. Easy weight, feeling really good on these. Just trying to pull the bar nice and high and try and meet the bar with the chest up. And magically, when you do things right, it magically goes good. Crazy how that happens. All right, we've got hang power snatches, my nemesis, but these went really well. So overall, I'm happy with these. Doubles at that. It's always, and of course on doubles, right? It's always the second rep that always kills you. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's take a second look. So big thing lately is just trying to keep my back tight, right? If I can keep my bracing and I can keep my back tight, then it's like everything comes together. It seriously, it's crazy how that tiny, tiny little thing, right? Just a little bit of mental effort really makes things just such a big difference. So hang power cleans, these were okay. They're not great, but they were okay. Take a second look. Not bad. I feel like this camera angle makes me look like I'm leaning back. It's kind of weird, but I know that I'm not. So overall, happy. Why you loaded the plates like this and did not put on two reds? Absolutely no clue. No clue why. Why would you do this? Back squat's feeling really good. Yeah, my body weight's walking around at 108, so it's like the biggest I've ever been before I lost weight back in 2009. So did you get stronger or did you just go up a weight class is what we like to joke about in the gym. Some snatch balance here. These went okay. They felt kind of heavy, which, you know, it's like one of those things where like they shouldn't feel that difficult, but they did. So like in the back of your mind, you're like, oh no, like what's happening? But I just don't do, my coach does not program a ton of snatch balance. There was a little forward. So without a ton of snatch balance, like in my yearly programming, they're almost weird to me now. And it's strange because I program them more for my people, and I used to get them programmed a lot when I was on Cal Strength, but oh well. All right, clean pull plus the clean, basically same as the snatches on Monday, similar. Those went pretty good. All right, here we are over at our friend's gym, over at Heavy Metal. Got Mickey in the background. Jacob Penner's walking around with his dog. We got a bunch of lifters, a bunch of really good lifters. There's some guys over to the left that were monstering just huge weight. Snatches felt great. I was on a tear and I knew it was going to go good. I have never jumped 75 to 80. This is the first time I've ever done that, and that was smooth as shit, and I am super happy about it. So Jacob was there, got a little bit on that left elbow. That's like questionable. Yeah. So Jacob was like, don't go straight to 85, make a smaller jump. So I went 83, here's 85. There's a 1 kilo PR over a few weeks ago. And it looked better than the 83. And I was so happy. So happy. All right, 70. And I'll tell you when I know things are going. It's when I hit 90. It's how 90 feels. So here's 80. And 80 always feels good, and I've said this many times. Warm up at this meet a year ago, I fell backwards on 80 kilo in the warm up room in front of like 50 people. It was like one of the most embarrassing moments of my lifting career. So I knew on that 90, right? I was trying to meet it. My coach just said something the previous day about really keeping the chest up, really trying to meet the bar. I knew on that 90 that we were moving. So 95, I even met that 95. This is probably one of the best 95s I've ever hit. I would have really liked these jerks to be a little bit faster, but overall, the cleans, I have to make the clean easier. If I don't make the clean easier, things will go to shit. So that was not great, and basically it was just forward. So that's one of my issues, and it's something that we dealt with at the meet this past weekend. In order for me to get a better clean, I just have got to keep that bar closer. But here it is, 101, another lifetime PR for a huge total, and I was just fearless. What I told myself, no fear, just pull and get under. And that looked better than the 98. I knew I had to make it look better. I had to make the clean better, and I did. So just trying to get my air on this. I really did not want to black out. So not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. I cannot tell you how happy I was with that total. That's my biggest total, and absolutely spectacular. And here's a really shitty video angle of front squats afterwards. Yay, can't see me. Anyways, this training session went great. Huge thank you to Sean and Taylor for letting me and my people come over and train before the meet. So the meet was here at Heavy Metal, and I wanted to get myself and my people over into that environment. So we really got used to it, especially my girl Gabby, because it was her first meet. So thanks to Sean and Taylor. Big thanks to my coach. Big thanks to Jacob Penner and to Mickey for really hyping me up for those lifts right there. Thanks to my crew. Thanks to my physical therapist. All my people that support me. And thanks to you guys for watching these videos. That's it. So next video, I will go over just my final week, my final 2 weeks of meet prep. I didn't film a lot. I filmed a little, but not a lot. And I will also go over my meet PR. Stoked. Finally hit a 180 kilo total in meet and went 6 for 6. So super stoked. Stay tuned for that video. I will try to get that video out by the end of this week, maybe Thursday or Friday. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.